Okay, so now we're getting into the field of morphology, one of the core areas of linguistics that comes after phonetics and phonology, right? So phonetics and phonology was about sounds. When we put sounds together, we get words. And morphology is the study of word formation and word structures, okay? So we will be looking at or morphology looks at the meaning of words and how they can be broken down, right? So a meaningful part of a word can be actually quite small, right? The smallest unit of a word that has meaning is called a morpheme. Okay, and you'll be watching some videos to learn more specifically or more in depth about different kinds of morphemes. But basically you need to know that some morphemes are meaningful, right? Like if I say the word go, we have meaning, right? We know that this is a verb and we understand the meaning of go. But then some morphemes are more grammatical. They have a grammatical function, like ing, right? So I could say going. There's two morphemes, and one is meaningful, and another is grammatical, okay? So morphemes can be meaningful, grammatical. Morphemes can stand on their own, right? Like the word activate. It doesn't need anything else to give it meaning. But some morphemes need something to hold on to, right? These are affixes, what we know as affixes, so prefix or suffix, right? So an example would be like the prefix D, right? So if we say deactivate, activate can be by itself. D needs a root word to go on to, okay? And then sometimes morphemes are really easy to identify, right? So if we looked at the word, redo, we can see that there's two morphemes there, right? One meaning repeat and one with the meaning of the verb, right, to do. But sometimes identifying the morpheme is a little bit more tricky, and people can often get confused, right? Sometimes we look at the word California, and I've asked, how many morphemes are here? And students want to say two, right? We have Calit and we have Fornia. But we need to remember that a morpheme is meaningful. And while Cali might be an abbreviation of the word California, Fornia on its own doesn't have any meaning. We can't add it on to another word to mean something else. So it can be a little bit tough to identify a morpheme in a word, and sometimes we overthink it, right? So in these videos, you have a couple videos and you also have a PDF document, and I think that these really help in breaking down the different types of morphemes, and hopefully you'll have some fun starting to identify and play with how we put words together. All right, good luck.